What is going on, everyone? My name is Chris Vincelli. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing why so many people are leaving California. You might have heard recently that many large California companies are leaving the state altogether, are relocating their headquarters to outside of the state. To give you an example, Oracle is moving their headquarters from Redwood City, California to Austin, Texas. HPE is moving their headquarters from San Jose, California to Houston, Texas. And Tesla has announced that while they are based in California, they're going to be building an enormous factory just outside of Austin, Texas. And it's not only large companies that are making the move out of California. Several important cultural figures like Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro have also made the move out of California too. People are leaving the state by the thousands. And in fact, California is the state with the highest net domestic out-migration out of the entire United States. That means relative to the rest of the country, they are losing the most people. People are leaving California in droves. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss why that is, and I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna dive into that right now. All right, the first reason why people are leaving California is due to the state's lack of affordability. It has become really expensive to live in the state of California. California is, quite frankly, one of the least affordable states to live in. In fact, only the state of Hawaii is more expensive to live in than the state of California. This is especially true when it comes to housing. The cost of housing in places like Los Angeles and the San Francisco Bay Area has gone through the roof. It's come to the point where even people earning a relatively good income can't find affordable housing. So essentially, California has become a really expensive place to live in, making it very hard to save and invest for the future. And a lot of people have just chosen to leave the state altogether and move to places where their dollar goes a lot further. And if things can't get any worse, on top of the high cost of living, Californians also pay ridiculously high income and sales tax. The income tax in the state of California is the highest in the nation, and the same can be said about its sales tax. So on top of the high cost of living, especially the high cost of housing, you also have to give away much of your money to the government. And that just means that at the end of the day, you're not gonna have a lot of money left over for yourself. That's not a lot of money left over for you to invest for the future, to provide for yourself and for your family. And it creates a situation where instead of thriving in California, people are just working to make ends meet. And so therefore, people have taken upon themselves to leave the state altogether and move to states with much lower taxes, such as Nevada, Texas, and Florida. The third reason why people are leaving the state of California is because of its hostile business climate. California is one of those states with the most amount of rules and regulations when it comes to operating and owning a business. Many of these rules and regulations are quite hard, expensive, and time-consuming to navigate through, making it very difficult to start up, own, and operate a business. It seems as though the state of California is putting up as many roadblocks as possible to these small and medium-sized businesses, making it impossible for them to succeed. And because many of these businesses are relatively small, they can just pick up and leave and go to a different state, a state that is more friendly towards small and medium-sized businesses, a state with a more friendly business climate, a state with fewer regulations, and where small and medium-sized businesses can thrive. All right, I got a couple more points I want to go over, but before I do so, I want to let you know that whether you've seen my content before or this is the first time viewing one of my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I come out with other great and similar content. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and smash that like button. YouTube loves it when people like my videos. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. It helps promote the channel. So go ahead and smash that like button. Oh, and by the way, I'm also on Instagram, so feel free to follow me there as well. All right, the fourth thing that's encouraging people to leave the state of California is the ability to work from home. Nowadays, thanks to technology, we don't necessarily have to go into the office to work anymore. Heck, you can even work on the road, from a cafe, or even on the beach. And with that being said, people are realizing that they don't necessarily need to live in the city where their company is located in. So for many people working for Silicon Valley-based companies, they're coming to the realization that they don't need to live in California to work for these California companies. They can just as easily work from places like Colorado, Montana, Nevada, Texas, and Florida as they would in California. Nowadays, all you need to do is to log onto your computer and start working from there. You don't need to be in the office. You can have a home office, and your home doesn't necessarily need to be where your company's located. So many people have decided to leave the state of California and move to more affordable places, while at the same time still keeping their job. All right, the fifth and final reason why people are leaving the state of California is because of the state's homelessness problem. It seems that homeless people have taken over certain parts of California cities. You hear stories of homeless people taking over city sidewalks, highway underpasses, and parks. Areas that are not meant for homeless people to live in. And this homelessness takeover has created some dangerous and pretty unsanitary conditions in California cities. There's an incredible amount of homelessness in California. There's approximately 150,000 homeless people in that state. 150,000. That's the size of a city. In addition, there are more unsheltered homeless people in California than there are in all other states combined. So there's a very big homelessness problem in California, and it seems as though the state is doing very little to fix the problem. It looks as though the problem is getting worse year after year, and people are just fed up. They're fed up of finding fecal matter and needles littering their streets and parks, and they're fed up of government officials doing nothing to fix it. But what do you think? Have you recently left the state of California? If so, why? What do you think of the points I brought up in this video? And if you're still living in California, have you thought about leaving? If so, what are the reasons why? Let me know in the comments section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And like I mentioned earlier, whether you've seen my content before or this is the first time viewing one of my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I come out with other great and similar content. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and smash that like button. YouTube loves it when people like my videos, like I mentioned earlier. And by the way, I'm also on Instagram, so feel free to follow me there as well. Thanks everyone, talk soon.